Welcome back to the program. This is still the professionals on security and safety today. Well, this also is a concluding part of the job creation which we started 2 episodes ago. And we are looking at job creation as a panacea to crime reduction. But our main focus is Nigeria Investment Promotion Act and the fact that Nigerians have not been given the platform to run profitable businesses and establish strong businesses in the country. Well, of course, don't also forget, in our last episode, we talked about what the Act is all about and the fact that the Act provides 100% full ownership of businesses to foreign investors, as well as allowing repatriation of funds by foreign investors. Well, we also look at the fact that issuance of certificate has been on without approval from the relevant authorities or the federal government. Well, this concluding part, we will look at the Nigerian indigenization policy and what it stands for, what were the objectives. It came about in June 1971, and the objective then was to create opportunities for Nigerian indigenous businessmen and also to maximize local retention of profit, as well as to raise the level of intermediate capital and goods production. But at the same time, let's also look at what is being said in the foreign direct investment regulations in Nigeria, and that's the NIPC Act, which we treated in the previous edition.
We say the absolute control of foreign investment by foreigners does not provide a launching pad for Nigerians' product. My colleague was saying that if you have left these people unchecked, especially talk about Chinatown, and then all the things they bring in, there is nobody who measures the standard of these things, whether they meet local expectations or meet the yearnings in terms of quality, not in terms of quantity. Nobody worries about them. And then what is the responsibility of the Standard Organization of Nigeria?
It's sad that we find ourselves in this situation where we have policies clashing with an act. Because the indigenization policy was very good, where local content was being encouraged. But with the act, I don't know how it's going to work because there's a conflict right now.
And now, if you look at that, you'll discover that if you allow these people to bring all the expertise, to bring everything that they have, in other words, you are killing the local content. And then this emphasis on too much dependent on foreign products, and it's against the ones that we have, it begins to look cumbersome.
In South Africa, I remembered some time ago, a friend told me that he's been doing business there for about 10 years. And all of a sudden, he got a letter from their Ministry of Commerce that for employing up to a particular number of local indigenes, that he's entitled to XYZ grants to expand his business. These are some of the things that government should really look into. It's not all about saying, oh, we have, businesses, foreign investors can come in 100%. Even the locals doing business, what form of encouragement do we give to them?
The question we keep asking ourselves is, can we not produce things that we'll be proud of? All these foreigners, you allow them they come in with finished products, and they give us everything. Then what is the difference between a dependent economy and an economy that is, free from fetters?
Government should look at what individuals are capable of doing. If it's creating jobs, give them grants. Not a situation whereby the governor of central bank will come, he will bring a policy that will discourage people from banking. Yet again, he comes back to tell you that you must operate in a cash-light environment. How will it work? This same person, when he started, he said ATMs must not be outside the bank premises. And we want to operate a cash-light society.
So what do the Nigerian government, especially the Ministry of Industries, encourage the Nigerian indigenous investors to do? What do they do? How do they check them? How do they go about making sure that there's local content in all these things that the foreigners are bringing in to do?
It's time for us to sit down as a nation to decide if we want to be together or not. Because what we are talking about now is job creation.
Yes.
As far as our government is concerned, job creation is sharing 3,000 motorcycles to school leavers, employing drivers to drive buses. That's job creation. But I can assure you that after 4 years, when the government in power now leaves, they will all be out of jobs.
The Nigerian situation is a paradox. The Nigerian situation is always a paradox. There are times I sit down and I say to myself that can it not be made compulsory that anybody who is 60 and above should no more be employed into sensitive political positions anymore in Nigeria? I am telling you, because at that time, the person is already becoming bereft of ideas.
That's not what we are looking for. That's not what we are asking for. What we are asking for right now is these people that are coming to invest in Nigeria should be able to set up factories, to employ Nigerians, a long-term thing, not something that is temporary.
Well, we have been looking at job creation, the final episode, a panacea to crime reduction, and Nigeria Investment Promotion Act have been in focus, as well as the Nigerian indigenization policy of 1971. And of course, we have talked on so many things, the fact that the Nigerian Investment Promotion Act is actually granting foreign investors 100 equity in Nigerian companies, and the fact that they are allowing repatriation of funds by the same foreign investors and some other act without the approval of the federal government. And of course, we all know what this implication has been so far. In fact, that plenty of Nigerians are still walking on the street without a job, without something they can say, this is what I do, this is where my money comes from. But we believe and we know that the relevant authorities are watching this program, and we are urging them to go back and revisit the foreign direct investment regulations in Nigeria, as well as see the Nigerian indigenization policy of 1971. I'm sure at the end of the day, when a good study is done on those policies, something better will come out of Nigeria. That will be it on the program. My guests have been the MD and Chief Executive Officers of Security Plus Limited and Fortress Executive Securities Limited here in Nigeria, Igoda Losazua and Joe Ogbu. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
this series of episodes have been indeed interesting.
Thank you.
Well, keep your comments coming. Keep the emails, suggestions, and a whole lot coming. We'll see you again same time. I am Ito Imoede. Bye for now.